Many people have pondered this question. Is it really possible to talk to the dead and speak on their behalf to people living on this side? And can such a gift help police solve crimes?
They're called mediums, and there's one closer than you may think. NBC 13's Shari Williams joins us live with this real-life story. Shari?
Well, these are scenes from NBC's hit new drama, Medium. The story is based on the real-life story of a woman who is able to see things from a person's past and even look into their future. She uses her insight to help police solve crimes, but many believe there's also a real-life medium living right here in Birmingham. Tonight, he talks about what it's like to see things no one else can see and how his gift helps authorities to do their job. Communicating with the dead, looking into the future. It may sound strange, but it's everyday life for medium Michael, the spiritual advisor.
I describe it as a gift from God.
A gift he recognized 15 years ago.
I consider myself a messenger as well. A medium, clairvoyant. To me, they're all one and the same. To not only communicate with those on the other side, but as well share with those in this day and time what can or what will go on in their life.
On the airwaves on Sunday nights, Michael gives advice to callers listening to 95.7 Jams. He also does personal sessions with those who seek him out. That's exactly what Linda McNeil did after the devastating loss of her sister and best friend, Glenda. She questioned if Michael was real, so she didn't tell him about her loss, which is why it amazed her when he said,
I'm hearing or seeing, feeling that you've lost someone close to you. The letter G, does that mean anything to you? Well, my sister's name is Glenda.
Michael gave Glenda several other confirmations. He also gave her a peace and comfort she'll never forget.
When you lose someone that's that close to you, you feel like you'll never see him again, which you won't. It gives you hope that there is an afterlife.
But everyday people aren't the only ones seeking Michael out. Law enforcement agencies have taken note of his gift, asking him to use his psychic abilities to help solve crimes. And while the names of authorities will not be revealed, there are numerous cases, including when an Alabama FBI agent contacted Michael about a murder. Michael says he was able to see and feel the last moments of the man's life.
This person I had saw was wrapped up and was put in water, but he was not dead at that time. That's why I was suffocating. I was going through what, unfortunately, he was going through, trying to breathe.
The wife of the suffocating man was later arrested for murder. Michael has worked on cases in Jefferson and Shelby counties, in several cities in California, in Maryland, Delaware, Texas, and in Arizona. He remembers meeting with a local captain about a homicide.
I drew a weapon. I don't know how to draw, trust me. I do not know how to draw. I couldn't draw a straight line. But she was absolutely overwhelmed because the very thing I drew was the object in which was, they believed, used in this homicide case.
Jefferson County District Attorney David Barber says a medium wouldn't stand up in court, but says one could be used for a good investigative tool.
If a medium were to claim to be able to communicate with the deceased and got some information, got a name or got some other information that the investigator could go back and confirm through some other source, then that might lead us to something.
Lieutenant Ransom Miller with the Bessemer Police Department has been in law enforcement for 19 years. While he has never contacted a medium for help on a case, he says a good detective will track down every lead.
I'm not saying that those people are not real. If they brought us some physical evidence that's pertaining to the case or relative to the case, certainly we're going to take it and we're going to evaluate it.
Michael says he doesn't feel he has the right to call authorities about cases. He says that would be imposing and arrogant. He calls it an agonizing position because troubled souls are always coming to him, hoping to send a message.
I am being visited, I know that sounds bewildering, but that's the word I can use, by a spirit, two spirits. And one is an African-American woman that was murdered here, I think a year and a half ago, in the front yard of her home. Another person that has come to me that was murdered, I think, in '94, and her spirit will come to me. I know that sounds very bizarre to people, but trust me, it's oh so real.
Now, Michael says he enjoys watching the NBC show Medium. He says he's glad to know that someone else in life knows exactly what it feels like to be a medium. We've got you covered. Shari Williams, NBC 13 News.